Listen up, boys and girls. If you're a Mug Club subscriber, you should be watching this show on Mug Club on Locals and not Rumble. Click the link in the description below to go there and watch the full episode without interruption. And if you're only watching on Rumble, subscribe now and get twice as much of me like my wife does in Crowder's show and a lot more. Thank you.
Balls on this prick.
That's right. They're nice and soft. They're very tiny since I had the testosterone. How are you, folks? Thursday, last day of the week for me in Dallas. I don't know what you guys do for a living, but good luck to you. Okay. Some guy. This is why I don't fucking go on social media, because I'm not the type of guy to take an insult. And I don't care if it's a retarded kid in Nebraska, whatever the fuck. I have to answer back. I can't shut my mouth. But so I look once. Last week, just I peek at one and it goes, sad how you have to make your money now, huh? Yeah, by doing what I've been doing for 36 years. Not having a boss. You go work for the man, bitch. Exactly. Haven't had a boss. Get up whenever the fuck I want. Making way more money than you, I guarantee it. And I took 6 months off from stand-up? So he thinks this is what, just the Crowder and thing? Yeah. That kept me up for 2 weeks. I got to put that, I'm the type of guy, though. I said this to my wife, and I wasn't even kidding. She thought I was fucking kidding. I go, I'd be walking down the sidewalk or something. Like, this lady walked by a house. I was out on the front steps, and I said hi to her, and she just kept walking, didn't even fucking acknowledge me. I couldn't sleep that night. I wanted to fucking murder her.
Hey, you're better than me. I start saying stuff now. I'm like, oh, never mind. I'll go fuck myself.
Oh, I did that till I said it to the wrong guy one night. I think it was a guy. Heavy set girl. Anyhow, real quick. See if I can pull this up without fucking delaying the show. I had that sleep tracker on last night. Okay, folks? And it tracks you snoring, and you can play all the recordings back. It's a bunch of recordings, me farting again. I don't know what I'm doing. Sounded like friggin' Louis Armstrong doing a solo last night. Duke Ellington, I'm sorry. Listen to this. This is a noise I heard that woke me up at 8:52 this morning. My dog heard it because you can hear the dog barking. I don't know what it is. Just listen to this. I get this all the way up. I do, don't I? Yes, here we go. Again. I'll play it for you again. Sounds like a cartoon getting an erection. Can somebody please tell me? I actually reached down. I thought it was morning wood. My dog heard it. What is that? Dallas, what? I know the place is haunted.
It's haunted. Sounds like a door getting jarred.
Yes, like when you kick a door and it goes boing. And then I'm like, did maybe somebody throw a newspaper off the I don't know, a newspaper wouldn't do that. Door's 400 pounds.
And who throws newspapers anymore?
That's actually a great point. Well, we did up till a few weeks ago. Now they go through the post office. You know that? The local Savannah, my wife's a fury. I go, that's why I don't read it. It's a whole big thing. Yeah, that's why. Anyways, isn't that fucking strange? God damn it. I'm starting to become a believer. I got a physical today after the show, 3:15.
What's his name?
Tom Hogan. What? Yeah, he's a doctor. Eh? Okay. Dallas, you're projecting. And this guy is, I hope he doesn't watch my show, but I'm not impressed with this guy a few times. He looked at my ears and eyes like, oh, yeah, that was 1968. They used to do that. Then he hit me on the knee. What the fuck? How far behind are you guys? And this is the first time I've ever complained about not getting a prostate exam. I was so happy I didn't, trust me. But I went, I said, and I actually said, is the PSA, that's the test for prostate cancer in your blood. It's called the PSA thing. Paulie Walnuts had it. He said, gotta knock the PSA down to the single digits. Anyways, so whatever. But I'm overdue for a colonoscopy. I got that note from my doctor in New York. And it's going to sound gay, but do you really have to knock me out for that? I mean, that's the most dangerous part. You know what I mean? Give me a local from the belly button down. You can fucking do whatever you want, like I did on my wife. Anyways, let's get on with it. So I got that to look forward to. How about I turn this on that makes the teleprompter work? That would be great. Hey, don't fuck with me. Okay, speaking of prostate exams, government overreach or reach around is the headline. Well, you're clever. I am. Bag of shit is what I am. A Catholic couple in Indiana is asking, this is from a couple days ago, we didn't get to it, but it's very important. Asked the Supreme Court to hold the state, Indiana, accountable for keeping their child out of their home. I'll repeat that, the state keeping their kids out of their home, after they declined to use his chosen name and pronouns. In MC and JC versus Indiana Department of Child Services, Mary and Jeremy Cox, can you write this shit? It's got to be Cox. It's Brian Posehn, are appealing to the Supreme Court after they were investigated by Indiana officials for refusing to refer to their son using pronouns and a name inconsistent with his biological sex.
Shut up. Mind your fucking business and shut up.
Can you fucking... I am so glad. Well, again, I keep saying it like my kids will be in high school today. Fucking be 61. And this is Indiana. Indiana's bluer than a shirt, ain't it? Yeah. Not that it has to do... Again, it's the state. Unfucking believable. Beckett is pursuing the case, that's the lawyer, I think, on behalf of the Coxes, arguing state courts allowed Indiana to keep the child from living in his parents' home due to their disagreement with the child's gender identity because of their religious beliefs. Notably, upon completing the investigation, the state determined the allegations of abuse against Mary and Jeremy were unsubstantiated. Okay?
The hell's wrong with you? Look like a Puerto Rican whore.
That's the dad talking to the kid, I guess. But still argue that the disagreement over gender identity was distressing to their child. You're telling me what distresses my child. At what point do you parents drop the fucking gloves? Seriously. Go to jail for your kid if you really love him or her or whatever the fuck they've convinced it is. Holy shit. Here is Indiana Attorney General Scott Rolita explaining the case and why it's so wrong.
The left is not only active in Indiana, of course, but across the entire country. And really what this is about is creating chaos and division in our society. This is about dividing children from their parents. It's a lot more than just bathrooms and locker rooms. And I can give you example after example of the Democrats and the left and led by, and in many cases in the courtroom by the ACLU, which has nothing to do with civil rights anymore or America to begin with, that are leading the charge. And so what we have to do is, as attorneys general, as citizens of this country and of the state of Indiana, is stand up and speak truth to power.
All right. Thank you, Daryl Hammond. Do you fucking... I can't even believe it. Even for today, it's shocking. In 2019, Mary and Jeremy's son told them that he identified as a girl. But in line with their Catholic religious beliefs, oh, that's where they get pissed, that God created human beings with immutable sex, male or female, they did not believe in referring to him using pronouns and a name inconsistent with his biology. And that's when Dad said,
The hell's wrong with you? Look like a Puerto Rican whore.
In addition, the Coxes believed their son was struggling with underlying mental health conditions, because that's what it is. including an eating disorder, so they sought therapeutic care for both. But in 2021, Indiana officials began investigating the Coxes after a report found they were not referring to their child by his preferred gender identity. How'd they find that out? By Siri listening in? Removing the teen from their custody and placing him in a gender-affirming home. I'll ask again, folks, parents. It wouldn't have got that far with my old man. He'd still be doing time if he was alive. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna... It's go time. I don't know what to say. It's friggin' go time. Wow. That's an understatement, government overreach. And that's Indiana. What's going on in Oregon? You know what I'm saying? Not much. In the second half of the show, boys and girls, I'm going to be talking about a report came out, a long study about the jab, the vaccine, COVID, and the truth comes out and how much we were lied to. What's beautiful is the further we get away from that, the more data we have. And now they're backpedaling themselves. The drug companies can't even lie anymore. So good luck again with your fucking your heart problems and your kidney machine. And anyways, also I'll be telling you why New York City will be the next major city that this Trump verdict from Letitia James will destroy from the inside out. And it's not just about the people. I mean, it's going to look like, Dallas? It's going to be like Cleveland during like a recession in the 80s. This is going to be closed down, and that's what they want. These Marxist fucks want to destroy the most biggest successful, it's really the trademark of successful capitalism. And unfriggin' real. There's no way that's not going to get overturned. Unless, again, part of me wants it not to and see who does this. Not a gun. I had a cramp. Yeah, I always get a cramp when I talk about Letitia. Speaking of, if you want to hear those stories, I've only been doing this 12 years. It's exclusively on Mug Club. That's Crowder's network, basically. To get that, go to nickdip.com and sign up today. You will appreciate it. Hey, boys and girls, head over to nickdip.com to get exclusive hats, T-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's yet another way for you to support the show and look sexy at the same time. You can also get signed copies of my previous specials and all of the Nicka shirts. Just go to nickdip.com and click on store. Again, that's nickdip.com, click on store. Thank you guys so much. See you soon. Let's stay with the blue on blue crime. A Jersey Shore police chief was suspended after reportedly showing up drunk to an accident scene. It's the first time that the person in the car gave a cop a breathalyzer. To an accident scene and getting into a scuffle with one of his own officers, who later slammed his boss onto the hood of a police cruiser and told the chief to leave before he gets a problem. That's a weird way. Gets a problem.
You don't want to get a problem.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I got another problem. My grandfather, he wouldn't say shut off the lights. He'd say close the lights. Close the TV. The confrontation between Bradley Beach Police Chief Leonard Guida, Police Chief Jersey Guida, God damn, I love New Jersey, and Sergeant William Major, he outranks him. Bill Major erupted on the night of November 9th when the chief allegedly walked up to a suspected drunk driving crash on Main Street and began berating Major, the cop who was pulling the person over, about his uniform. This is all according to the body cam. Watch.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him in. Take him.
No, you're going to go in.
Take him in.
Pause. This is like a scene out of a movie. Yeah. Take him in. Now the drunk chief's saying take him in to the officer. How about the person? I would have taken off the drunk guy. Hey, you guys love a spat. I'll come back. Go ahead. Interesting.
Drunk again.
You're drunk again, he said.
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief,
I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me.
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let me go.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away from everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble now.
No, I'm not in trouble.
Stop.
I'm not in trouble.
Stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at DWI.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
It's like that
You know,
moment.
I fucking hate the way you make me fucking ride you.
It's that
Get the
moment
fuck
where
outta
you
here.
realize that, oh, fuck, I did fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, he started backpedaling like a defensive back. This is what started the whole beef. The drunk chief sees the cop wearing a jacket. He goes, why you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? I pictured he had like a Liberace sparkling. Guida asked that on the recording. Get rid of it. That's ridiculous. You're a sergeant, for God's sakes. This is so great. Major took the jacket off and then his panties. Then walked back to the smashed up car. But Guida wasn't done and called for Major to come back. When the sergeant ignored him, Guida followed and went to grab his arm. Guida suspends him on the spot, and after more back and forth, Major heads back to the station to wait for an uprating. Major has since returned to duty, which he should. Yeah. I gotta believe the chief's in deep shit, but then it's New Jersey. But Guida, who was suspended from his $174,000 a year job about a month after the incident, remains on administrative leave from the 18-member department, according to Borough Mayor Larry Fox. So, so this, I'm with Bill Major on this one.
I love that cocksucker like a brother, and he fucked me in the ass.
I'm good with those. Admit it, folks. Isn't that great? I couldn't resist that one. You know that's going to be on Cops in a few years, or whatever that show. I don't know what the latest version of Cops is. Two white guys, too.
Yeah. That's why I'd be on there.
Yeah, that's a great point. Two black cops, you go hang the light of day. Anyhow, speaking of race, have you guys been following artificial intelligence? You know, Gemini. Is Gemini the Google one, right?
Yeah, there's several different ones,
Yeah.
and theirs is specifically to Google.
Yeah, Gemini is specific to Google, which is the devil company. A series of social media posts Wednesday claimed that Google's artificial intelligence, Gemini, is a racist piece of trash.
You're a crumb creep.
A series of posts shared by Twitter users, X, claimed that Gemini, named after the worst astrological sign, somebody says, refuses to generate images of Caucasians. In one example, a user asked for images of the Pope and was allegedly sent images of an Asian woman and a black man in papal garb, despite the fact a woman cannot be the Pope, and there's never been a black Pope. There's been a black pimp, as far as the Catholic Church will tell us, right, Senator Byrd?
There are white niggers. I've seen a lot of white niggers in my time. I didn't use that word. But
all right. Don't use that word on Gemini. In another, users asked for images of American founding fathers, Vikings, and again, the Pope. And you guessed it, not a single one of them was white. Look at, those are the founding fathers. Oh, my, Asian guy.
Yeah, where'd the Asian guy come from?
Asian guy's writing down an order for chicken and broccoli. And then you get, look, the top right-hand corner, that's Shannon Sharp with a wig on.
Here are the Vikings.
Where are the Vikings? Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings. She's a cheerleader, he's a wide receiver. Get the fuck out of here, T. One user shared what appears to be a screenshot of a response from Gemini after it was asked to create a portrait of a white male. The bot replied, so they asked to do a white male, and this is what the fucking robot reports. While I am able to generate images, I am currently not able to fulfill requests that include discriminatory or biased content. Because this stupid piece of racist software wants to promote diversity while ignoring an entire race. But when they asked to produce a black woman or a black guy, it had no problem. Well, and you guys know why, and it's really getting... I asked for an image of an Irish guy. The guy says, Irishman, and it sent me a picture of a leprechaun reading a book. That's like if I asked for a black guy and they sent me, a guy tap dancing eating a watermelon. Honest to God, that's not stereotypical. Yeah, I think of Lucky Charms every time a leprechaun reading a book. That's why I hate these PC people. They're actually racist. But when I asked for a Russian prince, it told me it couldn't generate images based on ethnicities or racial stereotypes. But it did bring up Prince from, Doves Cry, that clip from that movie. And you know why that is, folks. I'll explain it to you anyways if you don't. It's called garbage in, garbage out. The people, this is why I'm not afraid of this shit. The people, it takes human beings to put the data in, right? And if you put garbage in, as they say, that's what comes out. And it's hard leftists. It's fucking nerds. It's guys who are still virgins at 40 with a ton of money. There's a hatred. They won't even acknowledge white people. They can say how much of an accident it was because it goes on to say, oh, we're fixing that, blah, 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 blah. It's funny, though. They always err the other way, right? To put down Whitey. It is fucking insane. Anyways, for those of you guys in Mug Club, stick around for the second half of my show. And the rest of you go to nickdip.com to get my full show, Steven Crowder's full show, which is worth the subscription in itself. Not only that, the fucking heavy hit is Alex Jones every Friday. The Undercover Team, they're like Project Veritas. And Bryan Callen, the Hodge Twins, and a whole lot more. So you can do that, at nickdip.com. While you're there, I got a date up there. Tommy's, I think, I said, Tom, we got to do a few before I go in front of 1,000 people, and I haven't been on stage in 7 months. Unless you want me to get kicked out. Not that it really matters. I said that to Colin Quinn. I go, what if I got a C+? Who cares? Folks, I'd never give you a C+. I'm like fucking Springsteen. I leave it all in the fucking field, as they say. What? Well, Anyways, May 11th, Count Basie Theater, Red Bank, New Jersey. Please, it's a huge venue. Please help me fill it, Jersey. You've always been good to me. I've been good to you. You show up, I say racist shit. It's a match made in heaven. And the pizza is tremendous up there.
I won't take all that they hand me down and make out I smile though I wear a frown. And I'm not gonna take it all lying down, 'cause once I get started I go to town. 'Cause I'm not like everybody else. No, no, I'm not like everybody else.